Hello, my name is Nicholas Delgado, and this is my 8th check-in for my video game development class. And today I will go over all of my menus and my HUD elements. So to start, as you see here are requirements, main menu, and a a HUD element. So immediately loading in, boom, we have a functioning main menu. Pretty bare bones, but it correctly has the ToeJam and Earl font from recreated from the original game. So if I click quit, obviously it quits the game. So let's load back in. Alright, click play, boom, we get shown to this screen where we can choose what character we want. So I'll do test runs for both, but they are both functional. So boom, load in as ToeJam, and as you can see, we have our HUD being displayed on top or like directly where our camera is, like clamped to it. I forgot what it's called, but as you can see, yep, we have, and at the bottom you can see right below ToeJam, right here, it has its health bar. It's not functioning yet, but the requirement doesn't say it has to work. So, oh, and the pause menu as well, boom, you see, I clicked my pause menu and it pauses the game, and if I click resume, boom. So let me quickly show Earl, as this should be pretty fast. Boom. And so you can see, and now it says ToeJam is on vacation and Earl is a playable character. And they both have different health bars, as Earl's default health bar is way more than ToeJam. So that's pretty much all of that. So for the code, going to do this pretty fast, as these ones are kind of all just the same, copy and pasted. So this is our main menu. You can see, and then all of this is for like the finger position to highlight which option you're hovering over. Same goes for character menu. I might as well also show the here's the the sprite font that I'm using. It is in my README, and here's also the pause menu. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so for our UI, this was the pretty big one. So you see we have separate ones. I should honestly, because a lot of new stuff is going to get added to them eventually. So we have, the HUD positions. We have to create individual new animation manager instances for each different HUD element. So we have all the elements drawn here, also drawn here. And then you can see the vacation is just a solid thing that is always drawn at the bottom. It's going to be drawn regardless of what character you choose. The same goes for the midsection, which is supposed to display what level you're on. But depending on your character, you either get ToeJam's HUD or Earl's HUD drawn. Or, yeah, same thing. This was kind of a challenge because I had to rework my entire animation manager because um, based off for this UI, it was getting the result from a string variable that comes in game one right here. So this, because based off whatever result, it would do either this or that. And my animation manager didn't consider any of that previously, so I had to rework the entire thing to accommodate for that. So I'll go over this. I put some notes in there to remind myself as well. Animation, this one's pretty much the same. I just deleted the rotate stuff because I don't need to rotate anything. But yeah, that's all the UI. And then in Game Manager, not much was added besides this UI, creating a new UI instance. Here is, actually getting that string result. And then we first add the player, then we set the UI to match whatever the player is. and then everything else gets set right after it. Update UI. UI is not drawn in here because as we go into our game one, let's just go up here. Well, yeah, the UI wasn't drawn in Game Manager because as you will see down here, coming up, you see here's our main menu stuff. And I also had to I added a little timer in here because I would accidentally, if you held the enter for like half a second too long, it would just automatically choose the first option. So I added a little delay so that wouldn't happen. Here's this. Here's the string character I was talking about. That's all just normal gameplay. Here, oh no, that's not, that's camera. And then here's our more draw, just, drawing the menus, simple, simple. And then here, this is where our UI gets drawn instead of Game Manager because we wanted to clamp it so that it would get also set within our viewport with our camera. And that's pretty much it. Same thing for the game state or for the pause menu because that was a really big issue that I was having with the menus just getting drawn at a specific area instead of occupying the entire camera view. But that's pretty much it for this check-in. Thanks for watching.